right, time for one-timers with Johnny.
That's
segue into our first
topic. I could
topic.
not take wristers, so one-timers are a good thing for me.
This guy certainly can. Grip it and rip it. Patrick Laine, we hear the potential trade rumors out there. What would be the best fit for him?
All right, best logical fit, not just putting with Connor McDavid. I think for a goal scorer, a guy who just puts the puck in the net about as well as anyone we have seen in recent memory, I got two landing spots for him. One, Florida. They lost Dadonov, they lost Hoffman. They need goal scorers. I'm not sure exactly Joel Quenneville's on for the full rebuild. They got all kinds of openings in their top six. That would be one good spot. And then the dark horse for me, Carolina. Get him back with Sebastian Aho, his former teammate at the World Juniors when they started together. The Finnish connection, maybe Teravainen, Aho, and Laine. That would be something, and watch his goal total push 50 in either of those spots. Ooh. He's such a good.
The Caniacs are going wild right now there. Down in Raleigh. All right, who won the offseason? Which team had the best free agency?
I really think it's Montreal. Not just for volume, but for quality, and for quality to address the needs of their team specifically. They needed a backup goalie. Take the load off Carey Price a little bit. They got a really good one, Jake Allen. Expensive. We're not worried about prices. We're just worried about quality. Jake Allen's good at that. Josh Anderson's a huge risk, but if he's anything like he was 2 years ago, power forward, physical, goal scoring for the wing, that's what they need. They wanted a kind of big physical defenseman. Now they have big physical defensemen, but Joel Edmondson fits that bill. And Tyler Toffoli's such a sneaky value signing, a guy who pushes offense, drives play, while also finishing 20 to 25 per year. They're already kind of a deep team. They want to play a three-line rolling style offensively. They didn't have quite the bodies to do it. They do now. Carey Price more rested, spreading out. Petrie resigned, Gallagher resigned, Romanoff in. They did a lot of things this offseason. I like what Montreal's done.
All right, we talked about the biggest, as far as ticket-wise goes, free agent signings. How about the maybe the most under-the-radar, biggest impact free agent signing?
So value for dollar, I'm saying Craig Smith
to
Boston. Now, you wouldn't know what kind of player is Craig Smith. We're not quite sure. He plays down in Nashville. He's always good for 20 goals-ish, but he's not Forsberg or Arvidsson or Johansson or Duchesne. So really, what is he? He's just a guy who goes out and scores 5-on-5, doesn't play a ton of minutes, drives play, gets more shots, gets more chances, good defensively.
So exactly what Boston needs?
Exactly what Boston does. Exactly what Boston does. He's going to go out there and play with David Krejci and Jake DeBrusk, the second line, as a right winger, and he will put up a 20-goal pace for sure in Boston for his $3 million just over contract. I think that's a great value signing. Doesn't need a lot to give you a whole bunch. And for their team and where he fits and what they ask him to do, he'll probably maybe play with Bergeron to start. Who knows? I like what Craig Smith is offering the Boston Bruins.
All right, let's talk goaltenders. Better goalie fits.
Yeah.
Braden Holtby in Vancouver, Jacob Markstrom now in Calgary.
I think it's Jacob Markstrom in Calgary, because Vancouver's not a great defensive team. They give up quite a few chances, had a great high danger save percentage, plays a lot of games, and gives Calgary the kind of stability and consistency in net they've been searching for. So I think just under a more structured team and a better defense, and he's a better goalie, I like Markstrom in Calgary.
All right, let's add some gasoline to the fire here in the Metro. More likely to make the Stanley Cup final, Pittsburgh, Washington.
I'm going to say...
What's the Twitter handle again?
Jameson Coyle.
Oh, darn.
Washington has a better chance of making the Stanley Cup final. I think new coach bump. I like their goaltending combo a lot. I mean, I think they're going to come back. Shortened season. Helps veteran groups. They don't have to play quite as long to get to the playoffs. And the players are still there. Top three lines are still really, really good. Defensemen are all going to be around. I like their goaltending. A lot of question marks about Pittsburgh and their defensemen. That's Jameson
Crosby.
Coyle.
Bulletin board material right now. That one's on loop.
Yes.
Playing during training camp. All right, how about the best new top line?
Well, this is easy, because there are not a lot of high-end forwards that moved.
Right.
There's one.
Yeah.
One.
On a one-year deal.
Taylor Hall, Jack Eichel. Are you kidding me? I don't care who the other winger is. It could be Reinhart, could be Olofsson.
He's going to benefit, that's for sure.
Whoever's on the right side with Hall and Eichel, that is going to be a scene. Watching those two guys get up and down the ice. You know Jack Eichel wants to take strides.
Who's more excited, Hall to play with Eichel or Eichel to have Hall?
Oh, I think Hall to play with Eichel. I think it's a big part of the reason why he went there. I think it's a right shot center that will move the puck quickly and cleanly to his natural left because it's on his forehand. Taylor Hall wants to rebound after a couple down years of injury and bouncing around a couple different teams and get back to that MVP kind of performance. Jack Eichel's already at an MVP level currently. And the two of them together off the rush playing for Ralph Kruger, who Taylor Hall really likes and trusts.
Good fit there,
It could be some fireworks in Buffalo.